Okay, so I'm gonna talk today about coming out at work, asking for my name change, which I only kind of did like halfway. I didn't, fully do it, and I'm gonna go about doing it to. Well, anyway, so let me just get started. So, I told one girl at work who I'm very friendly with, I trust a lot, we talk a lot, that I was genderqueer and what that meant to me, and that I want to be called not by my given name, which is Catherine, but by either Kath or Philip. and I have Philip is kind of like a joke name I have at work anyways. A lot of people call me that. And so I just wanted it to be like a more permanent basis, not just a joke, but no, that's actually what I want to be called, type of thing. And she seemed really supportive of it. She said, you're such a great person, as long as that doesn't change. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, which I was, kind of like, well, you totally missed the point of you being genderqueer there. But the overall message was that I support you no matter what you do, which was very much appreciated. And then, so the next day at work, I noticed that she wasn't addressing me by any name at all. She totally was avoiding it. She would just come up to me and get my attention instead of calling my name, any of the names that people refer to me as. And I thought she was kind of doing it on purpose. And I don't know, I was kind of like, I didn't like that too much. But I was also thinking about, well, she is the only person that I've told about this. She doesn't know that, but maybe she doesn't want to draw attention to it, because it is a my business type of thing, she doesn't want to out me or whatever. So, sorry, I got a text message and then I itched my armpit. So then I was thinking about it, and I figured I should tell more people. That way, it's not so uncomfortable for her being the only one that calls me by this new name, And so I was gonna go to like people one by one, and tell them individually. And I was like, that's a lot of hassle, and I don't know if I want to deal with everybody one on one. And I don't know about that. I just didn't like the sound of that. So towards the end of the night, when we didn't have any customers in our area, I just said, hey guys, I don't want to go by Catherine anymore. Call me Kath or Philip, just not Catherine. I'm like, why? Philip? What? And I was like, well, Philip is a name that people at work already call me, so they just kind of laughed and they're like, oh, okay. And then someone made a joke about the name Kath, which I didn't too much appreciate, but at the same time I don't care that much. I don't know, just the type of person I am. I could give. I don't really care what people say about me. I don't care. You make your own joke. I'm gonna think what I think. You're gonna think what you think. Things don't really bother me that much. But then later she came up with a different name that she wanted to call me, which was fine because it wasn't feminine. That's my main goal. Is I don't want people to look at me or refer to me and it automatically be assumed that I'm feminine. So that's why I wanted to do the name change thing. So I even covered up my name tag, the last half of it, so that it doesn't say Catherine anymore, it just says Kath. And I think when I go back to work, I'm on my weekend right now, I'm going to ask for a new name tag that says either just Kath or my last name. They won't let me go by Philip. A few people have tried, and they were like stupid nicknames, but still, I don't think that they would let me do it. Which brings me to one of my other points is the only people that okay, so there's only that one girl that knows about me being genderqueer, and then everyone that works in my area knows that, well, not everyone, but most people works in my area know about now my name, what name I want to be referred to as, Pronouns is not a big deal to me at this point in time. One, because I'm most likely not going to be around people when they're using pronouns. Because you usually say, oh, he said, or she said. So usually that person's not standing right there. So I don't really care, because I'm not going to hear it. So out of respect, it would be nice if they just said my name, or, oh, did you know this person? You know, instead of assigning me a gender pronoun. But I don't really care about that either. So my next step now, though, is my managers. When I ask for the new name tag, I'm going to have to go to one of them, and I hope they don't ask me why. Before I really tell them anything about this whole genderqueer business, I kind of want to see what our HR department says about it, what the legal rights I have are, and you know, what can I expect to do, or what can I do if there is any form of discrimination against me. I've been at this job for a while. Well, I guess not really that long in the grand scheme of time, but I've been there for 2 years, which is a decent amount of time. And I've never had any issues there, ever. They know me as a lesbian. That's what I told them when I first started working there, because I am a biological female body, and I am attracted to other biological female bodies, not necessarily female identified people, but I do like the female body. And so that was the word that was most useful for me at that point in time, was to say I was a lesbian. I didn't quite understand anything else about gender identity and what that makes me, and plus I figured no one's going to understand, so what's the point? I might as well just tell them a term they do understand. Now I'm kind of at the point where I'm thinking, no, because I'm not like that, and if I do that, then people that come after me aren't going to have a foundation to build off of. They're just going to be in the same situation I'm in, which is kind of sucky. I mean, it's not bad. I never had any bad experiences being who I am, but you also don't feel like you are a part of anything. Like, I don't feel like I'm a part of the lesbian community, but I do feel like I'm a part of the queer community. I don't necessarily feel like I fit into the trans community, because I feel like a lot of them have a standard of how you have to be and what you want to have to do with yourself to consider yourself trans, which technically, by these definitions that I've been looking up, I am in the trans family, because trans means like beyond, so it's like beyond, so transgender means you're beyond gender, which technically that would be me, but that's not what you associate with the word. You associate female to males, male to females, people that go on hormones and get corrective surgeries to, I learned this word, or I guess I didn't learn this word, I knew this word, but learned how to use it in this terminology. They realign their physical body with how they feel they should be. And I don't feel I need to do that. I don't feel a desire to do that. The only thing I do like to do is I usually like to bind, and that's it. So I don't really have a place to fit, and that needs to change for the people that come behind me. They need a place to fit, so there needs to be people that talk about this and make it aware that it's not just a binary male and female world. There's in-betweens. There's lots of in-betweens, and they don't get the recognition that they should. The in-betweens are probably actually in the majority, but because of the way Western culture, and especially American society, portrays gender roles and the importance of them, the in-betweens kind of, I don't know, I felt kind of like weird or ashamed to be this way. I should feel one way or the other. I don't get why I don't feel one way or the other. Why don't I feel one way or the other? And I bet a lot of people feel that way. And that should change.